Okay, guys, I'm going to take you around to an interesting tour to the Warwick Castle, and I'm going to promise you some unforgettable memories and unforgettable adventures there. So let's go. This is Warwick Castle. It's in a town called Warwick in the county of Warwickshire. It was originally built by William the Conqueror in 1068. And what a splendid preservation of the history we have in here, and how magnificently it is kept. I'll catch up in a minute. This room takes on distinctively classical style of the 18th century. It was traditionally used as a withdrawing room for male guests to relax in. They would smoke and play billiards while talking the politics of the day. That's what this room was used perhaps in the 18th century. All right, moving on. Okay, let me show you another remarkable side of this castle. Look at this. It's Queen Anne's bedroom, it's called, but this room was constructed in the late 17th centuries and used as a state bedroom. And it was only reserved for one royal visitor at a time, and it is believed that only one person ever slept in this room, and it was King William III during a state visit in 1695. The architectural work, even on the ceilings, well, in fact, all over, is just beyond imagination.
That's why. So she added in her whistle, Daisy will die, Anna pleads with her marriage ended.
This is the ladies' dressing room. It was later on converted into ladies' dressing room. It was originally a adjoining room to the state bedroom. It was later on converted into ladies' room. Now this is porridge pot, and apparently it could hold up to 545 liters, and it's made of a bell metal. It's a huge 16th century item that is there. I guess it perhaps needed a good few people to carry that porridge pot. Well, there you are. That's what a royal life looks like then. That's what a royal life looks like. Look at these beautiful corridors with these monumental people that lived in the history. Spectacular. This is the chapel in the Warwick Castle, and it's been there since the 14th century. The one you're standing in today, or seeing it today, dates from the 17th century. Now I'm going to take you around to the state dining room. This is the state dining room. It was built in the 1763 on the orders of Francis Greville, the first Earl of the Warwick, as an extension of the castle to provide more intimate dining space than the greater hall. The sculptures are of, I believe, of some perhaps significant people that lived in the history. State dining room. It's Emperor Trajan. Take you around to the music room. This is the music room in the castle, where guests came in and relaxed. Don't these people look real? They have done some wondrous work here. That's just
I find you very predictable.
a look outside the window from the music room.
Very much to be made of the member. His Royal Highness the Duke of York, future King George V, plays cards with Sonny, by name if not nature, Marlborough, the Duke and owner of
Now we're
Palace.
into a room next
Their
door, which
conversation
is
probably all about
George,
married life,
Duke of
both having
York.
recently wed. For the Duke of York, the union is proving to be all he could hope for and more. Princess May of Teck, better known in
We're in the library in the castle.
You know what the next room is? In there, John. You tell me that one.
A library.
This is believed to be Daisy Greville's, the 5th Countess of Warwick's room. She was known as Daisy since childhood, and it seems to be her room. You definitely know what this is called. It's a fire extinguisher. Now let me take you a good few centuries back and show you a fire extinguisher, what it looked like in those days. This is a fire extinguisher. This is Kenilworth's bedroom. And I was quite amazed to look this bottle-looking thing on the bed, and I wasn't sure what it is. And it turns out it's a hot water bottle used in those days. Let me show you what this castle looks like from the outside. You have seen what it looks like from the inside. Now you're going to be even more amazed to see this magnificence of this castle from outside. This is something extraordinary. Just look at the way it is expanding. You're looking at some immeasurable part of land invested to get this magnificent job done. Wonderful. Okay, we're in the time tower now. This is what they call time tower.
Greetings, warriors. I am Princess Ethelfleda. I laid the foundations of Warwick Castle over 1,000.
Being at the topmost part of the castle. And if you look down, you would see the people are almost looking like ants. That's another way to look at the castle. We are at a significant height right now that you can almost see the top end of the castle. That puts a question in my heart, that all these kings with all this splendor and majesty are nowhere to be seen. They dominated the world. They conquered the world. They rule the world, but they're nowhere to be seen. They've lived a magnificent life. They've done all that was humanly possible. Yet, there are only signs of them that they ever lived. On the contrary, when you think of Christ Jesus, who is the true King and the Lord of Lords and the King of Kings, he still rules and he still dominates the world. He is an everlasting King of the world. There's some sort of live show. Obviously, some historical event is on display. Speaking a bit quietly because people are very attentively listening. Okay, that's where we were not long ago, and we could just look down from the balconies or from the windows in the bedrooms from the castle, and that's where you would have been looking at if you were up there. That's what a royal life really looks like, you know. These mighty conquerors and warriors of their time still has left some significant footprints and some memories of them. That is spectacular. Okay, so we are at the apex of this castle. As you can see down, we are at the pinnacle of the castle, and I'm going to show you what it looks like when you look down from this tower. Look at this. You're looking at incredible height. Absolutely incredible. It's amazing. Another way of looking at from this tower. In fact, it's making the castle look smaller now. That's how incredibly high it is. It is frighteningly high. Now I'm going to take you around to another beautiful side of the castle. It is called Peacock Fields. And here is this beautiful creature, looking absolutely stunning. And I think I can spot another one. Let's go and hunt another one. Alright.
Found them. Go off. Found them.
Do you hear that peacock calling each other? Sorry, man. What are beauties around here? This place is awesome. We are almost gasping for air, but this place is just endless. There is so much to see. I would definitely recommend Warwick Castle. For grown-ups, for adults, for kids, for preschoolers or whoever. There is something wonderful for everyone to enjoy and look at. And this sunny day on top of that makes it even more beautiful. What a beauty.